Hi there, Libra, and welcome back to Star-Lord's Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of May the 16th through to the 22nd. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Libra. First up, we have the Three of Swords reversed, followed then by the Ace of Swords in the upright. Next, we have the Seven of Wands reversed, followed then by the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. And lastly, we have the Page of Cups in the upright. For your overall energy, you have the Three of Swords in the reverse position, indicating a healing process has begun. So for it to be in reverse at one point, it was in the upright position. Now this could be due to anything from hurt feelings. Perhaps you had a falling out with a friend, words were said, and the feelings got hurt, and it was it could represent that, anything from that to a loss. Perhaps others of you, it's going to be different for all of you. It's just a general read, right? So just take what applies. But some of you could have gone through a separation, a breakup. It could have had a loss of a pet, a loss of somebody out of your life, and it was like a very, emotionally painful experience, because it's three swords through a heart. When the card's in the reverse position, this indicates a healing of this situation. Now, perhaps for some of you, this was something that happened quite a while ago, and you're finally starting to feel the healing process. And this can point back to the Two of Swords in the upright position, which is a card that represents needing to make a decision. So the reason can be, when we start healing from a situation, sometimes it's like we get over it. If there was a breakup or something like that, it could indicate the person is back, but now we have to make a decision. Do we want to allow ourselves to go back into a situation where we were put into the Three of Swords in the first place? Makes sense. It's very logical in my mind anyway. So you could be needing to make a decision about something. Could have been, like I said, maybe you had a falling out with a friend or something like that. Now you're making up, and now it's like, oh, do I want to go back there? Depending upon your situation. If it was a really bad situation, you may not want to do it. But if it was just a tiff that just happened and it's something you can get over, you may decide to go in a different direction. Right at the beginning of the week, we have the Sword of Clarity, the Ace of Swords in the upright position. This can represent new information coming forward. It can represent clarity. It does make sense with the Three of Swords here in reverse. There could have been a conversation that ended badly, and now things are being cleared up. For some of you, that is the case. The ace, it's also known as the Sword of Victory. It could be a victory in a verbal conversation. Perhaps you tell your side of the story, or you clear things up, and now, it helps bring everything back into balance again. Some of you, the Ace of Swords can represent a brilliant new idea that comes to you out of the anti-cosmos, and it's something you may want to implement. For others of you, this could be representing a new way of communicating, perhaps with someone, especially if you had a falling out with them. It could be, you've learned some new verbal skills and you have a new way of communicating with people that could be quite effective. Next card up is the Seven of Wands in the reverse position. This is where, see, the Seven of Wands in the upright position is a very protective energy. It's someone who's perhaps said something or done something, and they're waiting for the other shoe to drop because they're not sure how it's going to be received by other people or someone in particular. When the card is inverted, however, this is where we're not concerned about that for whatever reason. Perhaps because a matter has been cleared up, or you spoke up, said what you need to say, and now you don't have to be concerned about that. For others of you, you're no longer in protective mode. Sometimes the Seven of Swords upright can be when we're protecting ourselves, protecting our privacy, protecting another person. But when the card is reversed, this is where we don't feel like we need to do that anymore. It could be letting go of protective mode. Perhaps you no longer feel the need to protect this person anymore, and you're just sort of letting the chips fall where they may. For others of you, you're no longer guarding your heart or guarding your privacy or so forth, because you feel more open about everything, because the matter's been cleared up. Moving on towards the weekend, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright position. This is nose to the grindstone type of energy. Could be, it looks like whatever is getting cleared up here, Libra, it gets cleared up at the beginning of the week. And now we're done with it. We're moving on. We're putting our nose to the grindstone. We're starting to work. We're getting involved in our whole work situation, or whatever it is that we put a lot of time and energy into. That's what the Eight of Pentacles represents. It's that, I call it the worker bee energy. It's where we're working towards a project, or we're working at work and we're building things up. Could be, you know, making advancements in terms of our work. Maybe we're climbing up the ladder, so to speak. Others of you, could be a personal project that you've been working at for quite some time, and you're continuing to put a lot of energy into it, building your finances, building your empire, you know, whatever the situation is, you're just sort of focused in on that. And then the last card you have is the cute little Page of Cups in the upright position. I love the Page of Cups energy when it's in the upright. It is a court card, could be representing a person. When it's representing a person, this is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. Now, the Page of Cups, I always say, loves like he's never been hurt. This is very sweet, very innocent energy. Now, oftentimes the Page of Cups can represent a heartfelt apology. We do see the Three of Swords in reverse here for some of you. Perhaps somebody who has hurt your feelings. There is an apology coming in. For others of you, this could be somebody new who is messaging you. Now, it could be somebody you met at work or while you were working on this project. The Page of Cups can be representative of somebody. It could be a youthful person or somebody younger who is just messaging you. Could be having a crush on you. Could be just somebody who's just, their heart is very pure. Sometimes it can represent a child or grandchild just being incredibly sweet and kind of, you know, making you feel good on the emotional front. So for some of you, that could be the case. But for a lot of you, it looks like it could be, you know, perhaps you find somebody new through your project or through your work. Somebody who takes a fancy to you, could be messaging you, could be, you know, sending sweet nothings your way. Or, like I said, it could represent an apology, because that situation, that scenario is definitely in the cards as well. With these cards being here, something being cleared up, apology coming through. So, like I said, take what resonates for you. If it makes sense to you, then it's your story. If not, come back next week. Maybe it'll be your story. So that's what I have for you. Please do leave a comment in the comment section below if this resonated for you, and do tell us how so. In the meantime, have a wonderful week. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope the reading helped. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again next week. Take care. Bye-bye.